We begin this episode by acknowledging the Wurundjeri and Boonwurrung people of the Kulin Nation, the traditional custodians of the land on which we record and share these stories. We pay our deepest respects to their elders, past and present, and recognise the wisdom, connection, and culture that have shaped these lands for thousands of years. As we journey beyond the veil, we do so with gratitude, respect, and an awareness of those who walked before us, honouring their wisdom, their connection to the land, and their stories woven into the fabric of time. May we listen, learn, and tread lightly, carrying forward their legacy with integrity and heart. It was meant to be simple, a conversation, an interview. Sam from Aussie Afterlife was asking me the questions about Beyond the Veil Australia, my journey, my stories, and the path that led me here. But Spirit had other plans. What began as a structure soon unravelled into synchronicity. The veil stirred, and suddenly we weren't just speaking. We were channeling, mirroring, activating. The energy between us became electric, ancient, and familiar. This is part one of a dialogue that was hijacked by the unseen, where the interviewer became the co-navigator and the conversation became a transmission. Spirit didn't just interrupt, it aligned. And what followed was a revelation. So join us for this part one episode of a really, really strange but awesome experience.
Heather.
Sam,
Hello, how you going? Thank you so much for appearing on my podcast, Aussie Afterlife. So we have with us Heather from Beyond the Veil Australia, and you have recently interviewed me, which has been awesome, and we've been catching up a little bit verbally and via text over the last couple of months. Yet to meet face to face, but we will be.
yes.
At Beechworth with Dating with the Ghost Gang, which is going to be friggin' super awesome. But thank you so much for appearing as a guest on my podcast.
Thanks so much for having me. And always happy to return the favour, especially when, you've come on and been a guest on mine as well. And yeah, definitely. We've had a lot of good communication over the last few months, like in between like the craziness of life. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to obviously coming on the podcast, but also really looking forward to us being able to catch up at Beechworth as well with our dear friends Monique and Anthony as well. So yeah, thanks for having me.
I cannot wait. It's going to be wild, I reckon. I think it's going to be like probably a really spiritually intense night, but also just like a whole bunch of fun, like hilarious. I cannot wait. It's going to be so cool. I just feel really blessed that I've been able to like meet people like yourself within this industry. Because you meet heaps of different types of people and like everyone's got their own agenda and their own vibe and all that sort of stuff. And I really do feel like that you and I have a very similar vibe and a very similar intention with what we do. You're a soul podcaster. I'm a soul podcaster. We do everything ourselves. Both female. We're both neurodivergent. Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep. 100%.
I know we've mentioned this, but I was like, hang on. I was just like, I'll just double check. But yeah.
Yep.
But yeah. So it's just really cool. So and I know that you've been following my stuff for quite a bit, and we've been having cool little chats off the side. But so you've interviewed me, you've asked me questions. So I want to now give the microphone, the stage, and everything to you because you are one of my listeners, yay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So I want you to tell me about yourself and where did Beyond the Veil come from? What are your what are your origins?
What are your origins? I
What are
love
your
that.
origins?
The origins.
Where you from?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Where are you really from?
Yeah. Actually, that's probably like a really broad question. All right.
Yeah.
So how about we go with, all right, let's start from the start. How did you get interested in the paranormal?
Yeah, good question. I think we sort of chatted about this when I was interviewing you, but very similar kind of um, experiences. I've always had experiences since I was a child, and I think a lot of them it was sort of like part of it was scary, but the other part was just kind of like not really knowing if it was something everybody just had, and I found particularly as I've grown and obviously grown up into an adult, is that there's more that I've learned about myself throughout my spiritual journey where it's kind of like, oh, that's not something that everyone can do. And so there's been so much reflection of how I sort of got into the paranormal. But yeah, it started with a lot of experiences as a kid, hearing things, seeing things, and just kind of not really knowing if it was like something everyone had or if it was just certain people. And I guess probably as I've, gone through even into my teenage years, like I've always been really, really interested in the paranormal. Like I've loved watching back in the day. Now I sound kind of old, but back in the day, the only kind of paranormal show that was out was like Ghost Hunters and Taps. Um, and yeah, I just used to love it. And like it's funny because I've looked back on some of the like early stuff and I'm like, how the fuck did any of us see anything on this equipment? Because it was just like so old. But yeah, I've always really enjoyed watching the kind of paranormal shows. Same sort of thing as you with like horror movies, thriller movies. One that got me really kind of intrigued was the Blair Witch Project as well, because it was, I mean, it was beautifully done, that movie. Like it was right on the cusp where technology was really starting to improve a bit. So it really had this like, holy fucking shit, are witches actually like fucking real? And then you start kind of questioning all these things that you kind of get told as a child, like, oh, ghosts aren't real and witches aren't real and all this stuff. That, yeah, it's just kind of gradually progressed. And then I think, through my own traumatic experiences, I've really been on a journey of like self-discovery as that part of healing from the trauma, but also being able to rediscover those parts of myself of the things that I truly loved, which were the paranormal. And then obviously reflecting and realizing that some of the experiences that I'd had growing up and even into my early adulthood were experiences that, you can't explain, but also the other side of it where it's like, oh, is this like what a medium does? Is this like what a psychic does? Am I like a sensitive? Am I like, what am I? And I tend to refer to myself as a psychic medium in development because I think I'm still learning so much about myself that it's like, how do I identify myself in that sense? Or it's like, I know I can tune in and I've really been working on it, but I don't know that I'm in a place where I'm like, yeah, I'm a full blown psychic medium kind of thing. Like I'm still just figuring it out slowly. So that's kind of been a really strange roller coaster ride into the paranormal, but something that's always been like in my life from sort of day dot.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, literally, it's just like you go through life and you're like, hang on, nah, I'm just fucking, I've been watching too much shit. Like, this is just nuts. And then all of a sudden, you start to get like that, what do you call it, maturity, and you start to be around people that are similar, and you're like, hang on, there is actually more to this than I'm not just imagining things or all that sort of stuff. You've mentioned self-reflection quite a few times. And I'm a massive self-reflector. Like I have to, like I personally think that I've got a great emotional intelligence. That's my own personal view. Other people might think I'm full of shit, but like, but nah, like, self-reflection is a massive part of my life. And I self-reflect every day about like, oh shit, could I have done that better? Could I have done this? So when you say self-reflection, are there any particular spiritual or paranormal things that have happened in your life that you've had to self-reflect on that you want to share? If you don't want to share, you don't have to. But yeah, like what does self-reflection mean to you in relation to the paranormal?
Yeah, good question. Again, I'm very similar to you in that sense. Like, obviously, the type of work that you and I both work in our like real daytime jobs, we're obviously in mental health, so it is a big part of that self-care in that environment as well. So I think I really learned about that throughout my own traumatic experiences and just through engaging in services and stuff like that myself. So I really learned how to do that. But in terms of like paranormal, it was probably once I learned what self-reflection was and how to do it in a totally different context, being able to kind of start thinking about odd experiences that I'd had that made me kind of go, wait, what is that? And, it could even be something like I've watched a documentary on, I don't know, UFOs, for example. And there's been things that I'm like, I feel like I already know this without knowing it. And it, it then sort of gets me going, well, hang on, how do I know that? And then I start kind of like researching stuff in that self-reflection to try and comprehend it and understand it. So I guess in a really strange sort of way, there's been so many, like honestly, so many different experiences that I'm still kind of learning are like of that psychic nature. And one experience I had that was probably more recent, like I'm saying recent as in the last sort of couple of months. And I've recently moved into, I say a new house. It's I'm 25 years old. We've bought a new house. Well, we've bought a house. And we're in a sort of old part of this old township, and we're not in the new development stuff. Anyway, the old train line to this area, it's been closed for about 30 years, but there's tracks still kind of there. It's all overgrown, And there was the Friday before Mother's Day, and I'd like my kids' school and kinder's like right down the road from this house. So I'd gone and done like the Mother's Day thing with the school and the kinder and whatever. And I had to park my car pretty much up in front of the house that we now own. And there's like a playground and like a fire station and like the old railway that runs behind it. And so I kind of thought, I'll take the kids to explore. We're going to be moving here soon. Let's just get in and do that. And so we were obviously exploring around, and I just kept feeling this pull of energy. Like I kind of knew that there was presence there. It wasn't demanding, but it was trying to be like, hey, I know you can hear us. We really need to talk to you, kind of thing, or we want to talk to you. And obviously, being that I'm with my kids, I'm kind of like, okay, I'm happy to connect with you, but not at this point in time because I'm with my kids and I have to have my attention on them because they're little. And so I'd sort of gone exploring. Like I said to the kids, come on, let's go and have a look up here, whatever. And we'd ended up behind this fire station, which again runs parallel to the train line. And I felt very drawn to this particular area, and I could see like a vision in my head of a young girl, maybe around 12. And I could kind of see her, and I'm like, I'll come back to you at another point in time. Anyway, so there was a couple of things that my son had said that kind of made me go, are you kind of the same as me? Or am I just like, because I'm already like aware that there's something here that I'm just kind of maybe just being a bit protective. Anyway, I kind of went, okay, well, let's leave that for now. And I'd gone home, taking the kids home, whatever, everything was fine. And I actually had to go to the service station nearby, and I'd gone there, and somehow I was driving back to this area, and I'm like, what the fuck? Why am I driving here? This is not a good idea. Like anybody that's like tuned into the paranormal or is an investigator is already kind of screaming at me going, why the fuck are you going back? But I'd gone back and I'd pulled up on the side of the road, and I remember thinking, I'm like, I feel like there's some kind of story that needs to come through this. And part of me was like, I don't think this is a good idea, but I need to find something out. And I actually saw, not just in a visual sense psychically, but I physically saw an apparition of this same girl in the same area. It's pitch black. I had a moment where I went, what the fuck? Is there dirt on my window? Like I couldn't I was trying to debunk it the best that I could, because I'm skeptical, and I do doubt myself a lot. So that experience, I was just like, okay, fuck, man, I have to go home. I need to really like sit down and try and figure this out. And I remember sort of thinking about it going, surely it could have been this, it could have been this, it could have been this. But I guess because of that self-doubt, it's just kind of brought me back into this place where I'm trying to think about it and go, what could it be logically? And I kind of worked my way through figuring it out, and I couldn't come to any kind of explanation. And it was just really strange, because a couple of days later, I'd found these audiobooks, because I love stories and stuff. It's just, I'm not good at reading them. I'm good at listening to them. And so there was a particular book about psychic abilities. And I shit you not, the first chapter, they were naming off all of these things. Like, if you experience this, you could, it's likely that you're this, that, whatever. And it just kept going and going. And I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? I've experienced this my entire life. Is that not something that everyone else can do? And I really found that really then got me on this journey of trying to go back through and go, hang on, this isn't just an average person thing. There's something more going on. But the other part of me that's, I work in mental health. I deal with mental health in my own personal experience, that it's like, there's that part of me that's like, but maybe it's like some kind of condition, right? Like, maybe there's something not right with me. So I tend to bounce between the both, but I think the more that I research stuff for my own self-learning and for my podcast, the more I'm able to kind of look back and go, I can see where that fits in this part of my life, that part of my life, whatever. And obviously that particular experience that I had recently, there's been developments with that I'm probably going to, at some point pull everything together and put it into an episode to like really delve into it and go right through everything. But I guess in terms of that self-reflection, I think, yeah, it's weird little experiences like that where you kind of sit there and go, okay, fuck, this isn't just like a one-off thing, or this isn't just like an every person thing. So I guess for me, my self-reflection is usually through self-learning in some capacity.
Cool. I want to like throw a couple of ideas out there, and we don't have to put this in the podcast whatsoever. I was just getting like a lot of intense like mental kind of stuff, and I could be fucking so wrong. So tell me if I'm like insane. So you said train line. The minute you said that, I had a real strong male vibe. Dark hair, kind of like salt and pepper kind of vibe. Greg kind of name. Blue uniform, middle-aged, quite tall, lanky. The young girl, like, I feel like I kept getting Sarah or like Julia, white dress. She's lost, but she's somehow not related to that man, or he knew the dad of the girl. And that could be, I could be off the fucking complete train, but like the images I was getting in my head was just like, that was just what was happening. I can just delete this completely from the fuck. I'm fucking wrong. But if like, I don't know, it was like so pumped in my head. And she's like, did she have red, strawberry blonde kind of hair?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. All right.
Yep. You are honestly, these are the energies that had come to me, and it's
that's what I get like so strongly. Like I got ginger, but she's not ginger,
yes.
But it's kind of like strawberry blonde, innocent, gorgeous, pale, freckly. The dad knew this man. They work with each other, train line something, and I think he coerced something. But yeah, this guy, I don't know if it's Greg, but it's tall, lanky, quite a tall man, peers friendly, dark hair, salt and pepper kind of vibe. Yep. Blue uniform, typical. Yeah. That's just what I just got. And it was,
you are honestly bang on, because that's exactly the images that I've had. And I have to say, just as a like little cheeky spoiler, only because it sort of supports.
Oh, I don't want to like destroy what you're going to do, but it's just like, that's just what I got. I was like, holding this is coming in so hard right now. I have to fucking say something.
No, and you know what? And I think the reason it's coming in hard is because we're at that point where it's like, okay, I think there's something to this. But the other week, and for anybody that may be listening to your podcast that somehow follows me or had seen stories or whatever, I obviously took the kids and my husband, we went and explored it, right? There was a particular area.
Where is this again? Sorry.
So it's the old Clyde Railway in Victoria.
Oh, fuck.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I keep getting the word mouse or something. I don't know. Like hidden. Okay. All right. Keep going. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. No, you're fine. But it's funny because at a certain point of this track, which is much further down from where I had this apparition of this girl, and I'll kind of touch on what my son said in a sec because it kind of feeds into this. But I went down a bit further and I was there with my husband. I was taking photos because I was like, I want this to, share on socials and stuff. And I remember looking at him and I'm standing there and I'm shaking my hands because I was on the railway standing in the tracks. And I was like, I don't know if I'm game enough to do some psychometry, but I feel like I need to touch the railway. It's the actual iron, right? I put my hand down and the sun was beaming down in this area. So I would have expected by this time of day for it to have just a tad of like warmth from the sun. It was fucking freezing. And I heard an old steam train like horn fucking going off like fucking crazy, telling someone like to get out of the way. And I had images of this little girl and a little boy playing around the track. And I could hear them like laughing and, all of this stuff. And I knew something was wrong, but I had to let go. I physically had to let go because I know you're the same as me. You're a mum. You've got babies. And I was like, I have to, I'm sorry. I said to Matt, I'm like, I can't, I need to let go. This is too much. Something's happening. Anyway, going back to what my son said when we were standing in this area where I felt drawn, there was quite a steep embankment. And I remember telling the kids, like, don't go too close because you'll fall down. And my eldest son, who's nearly 7, said, oh, a little boy fell down there. And I kind of looked at him and I went, that's what I fucking heard, because I felt like this little girl was trying to get my attention to be like, my brother's down there, my brother's down there. And because I have kids, she's like, I need your help, I need your help. And I was like, oh my God. And I'm like, I want to help, but it's just now's not the time, right? And so I was like, oh my fucking God. And the eeriest part was when coming back to the most recent experience, when I started taking photos and my husband and my children were walking down to this particular area, I was taking photos and I stumbled on something. And I looked down and there was an old piece of iron on this particular section. And I shit you not, this old section, when my husband and I got home, we did research. This old section was the platform where the platform used to be. And I'm like, oh my God. So we were doing research and I came across a story that I thought was really interesting. However, it was actually for Clyde Railway I think there was a Clyde Railway in New South Wales. And I thought, fuck, this fits the description. But I'm like, it doesn't connect because it's in a different state. And so I kept trying to find something, but interesting, a mutual connection of ours, when I was telling him about this, had said something, who mentioned this man that you mentioned, who I also experienced, and that there was a particular accident.
Well, so yeah, what I've also just picked up was like a name, was like William, the young boy, but I also had the really strong feel like hammer and rope. Like I feel like it wasn't as accidental as what, I don't know, but that was just like the instant. It was like Billy popped into my head real quick. And hammer rope, but the somehow iron, but there was something, it was just really unpleasant, but there's more to it.
100%.
Than whether the young boy was linked with the older man that led the young girl there or vice versa.
Yeah, and it's
and that's completely just stupid. Like I could be completely making shit up. This is like just what I'm feeling. Like I feel like there's a child there that has been led to do something they didn't want to do because of the older man. I don't know whether it was the female or the male.
And you know what's really funny about that? And because you're picking up what I was picking up as well, 100%. And it was interesting because, again, we walked in the opposite direction to where I'd done my psychometry, and my 7-year-old again, and somehow my almost 4-year-old, whatever, they just said to follow the older kid. But my 7-year-old said something like, oh, we can't go too far down because the old witch lives down there. And I'm like, what the fuck are you even talking about, bro? And I'm sitting there going, I know kids say, you know, that typical line, kids say the darndest things. But Matt and I were kind of sitting there like, but that's
no, there was no witch. There was no that's a legend that they did to make. Yeah, no, that's a cover up.
Yes, yeah, exactly. And that's why I was trying to like figure out like what he was saying, and I'm trying to explain to him, because that was what I picked up, was that there's a cover up with this witch figure.
Like, oh, don't go down there because you know. Oh no, don't, because whoever it was hiding something down there. Didn't know what people to go down and see. So oh no, there's a witch down there. Don't go down there and see.
Yes.
So that keeps that area safe.
Yes, and
there's no witch. There's there. I reckon there's a man that has done something.
Yeah, absolutely. And can I say, I felt really, there was a certain point of this where my son had sort of said this, and I'm like, okay. And as we're approaching it, I was like, something feels really, it didn't feel scary or like that whole, you know how sometimes you get that energy of like, I can't physically break through this barrier. I didn't have anything like that. I just knew something was really like kind of off, and it was
like, don't.
Yes. And it was,
you can if you want, but don't.
Yes, that's it. And it was funny because we'd kind of gone under this bridge thing, and you know, like the typical like bridge, but that didn't feel awkward to me. It was what was beyond it on the other side. And funny enough, even my husband was like, we can't go any further because there's no more track here or whatever. And then I was like, come on, let's just turn around and go back and check out the other end, you know? And so, yeah, it was really interesting, but there was a lot of things that my 7-year-old said that in both lots of experiences that really correlated with what I felt, which is also what you're picking up as well.
I have a funny feeling, I could be completely wrong, please. I reckon that one of the kids either or was leaning behind the bridge, and then someone was hiding behind the bridge to grab them.
Yep.
Yep. The bridge is something like, it seems safe, but the minute they cross that bit,
crossing that threshold,
that child was used as bait to get to
the other
what
one
they needed to do. Yeah.
Yep. 100%. Yep. And that's exactly what I was picking up. Like,
it actually makes me feel I actually feel sick. Like, I actually feel really anxious and sick, and I can see it now too.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a bridge with like a lake in a stream in the middle with like rocks.
I think,
is it?
Because
is there water there though somewhere?
Kind of. I think it's the bridge is kind of the road that goes over the railway, and the railway runs underneath it. But because of there is like culverts there, you know, like the you know, like the
okay, yes,
the culvert catchment things that are kind of on either side.
But it goes down, like it's like it would catch water though,
yes,
like underneath.
Yes, because you can see, and I know when I walked under it, I had to like duck, and then suddenly I was standing up, and when I looked down, it was like you could see that natural flow of where the water would come off the concrete and down to the railway.
That gives me like It vibes.
Yeah.
You know, like Stephen King's It vibes.
Yep.
Like that's literally like, oh, come down here, like look at the cool rocks that we've got down here, and then that's where it ends.
Mm-hmm.
So what child? I don't know which one.
Yeah,
but they're both victims. So
yes,
whoever is the which one that's the leader has. Oh my God! Yeah, that actually makes me feel really. That just was like flooded into my head, and like, and I don't want to like, yeah, but I was like, it was so forceful that I'm like, I would never usually say anything, but I'm kind of like, but I can see it in my fucking head.
Yes,
like it's like I can see a bridge like this, and then there's like
the rail
in the middle.
Yep.
And you can see, but there's like water, like there's like, or there could be potentially water, but it's like all rock bank, all either side of the.
Yeah.
And there's like a bridge over the top.
Yes. But I mean, in saying that too, it is fairly overgrown there now too, which in that sense that it's sort of like, I can somewhat visualize exactly what you're saying, because you can see that that probably would have been what it looked like at that time. And for me, I get the time frame between like the 1890s and the 1920s. So like in that,
like innocent bushland, like innocent kind of like, oh, we'll just go play
yes,
down around here kind of thing. Nothing suspect. Like, oh, that's, there's a train track, but we know when the trains come in kind of thing. We'll just go
yes,
play with the rocks and near this bit. And it's just that person was waiting behind something and
Yep.
grabbed.
Yes,
Yeah.
100%. And that was something where I was like, I remember after that very first experience, like of around Mother's Day, and I somehow found myself driving there, and I knew something. It was like, don't go back there. It's
Mother's
dangerous.
Day. Hold on,
Yeah.
Mother's Day.
Well, it was the Friday before Mother's Day, but basically Mother's Day. But it was interesting because it made me feel like there's maybe that their own mum, it's like that. And I know you'd sort of understand like that. Sometimes like your kid will do something and then you have the mother's guilt, but it's like this mother's guilt of like, for whatever reason, she couldn't get there.
I should not have let her go out and play.
Yes.
I got this really strong sensation of like Martha, something with M, but like, I wonder if there's any things of a missing child in that area.
Yeah.
One that hasn't been found.
Yeah, 100. And I think that's why it came through so strong for me, because they've seen me, knowing that I can connect to them as a mother. They're
It's like, Mama, help. It's kind of like, get me home.
Yes. And because, that was the thing, like because both my husband's not really into the paranormal like at all, but he was like really intrigued by this whole kind of experience. And so both him and I are like trying to research whatever we could, but we've just
like Marion. There's like the mother's name is like starts with M, and it's not about mother. It's like Mary. I can see Marianne, Martha. Something like that.
Yeah.
It's like, and the guilt that she has because she let the child go out and play.
Yeah.
And was like, hang on, where did they go? And then next minute gone.
Yeah. And
and it was like, one of those innocent kind of like, no,
yes,
you can go and play. That's cool. And all of a sudden you're kind of like, hang on, where are they? You look at gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. And I think that's where, when I was able to grab the rail and I'd heard the train coming, as if that train was residual, which is what almost kind of got the mother to kind of go, fuck, where are my kids? You know what I mean? And then hearing them kind of giggling and playing. And then it was like just this moment.
Got the kid on the train.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what, and like I've got goosebumps now kind of as,
I keep getting gold as well. Gold. Money, trade, maybe trade for gold. Gold is like a massive thing, and that would make sense with but whatever the intentions are is purely money. It wasn't to do with, it would be like, pure opportunity to get gold or money for opportunistic.
Yeah. And that's the thing too, because what I do understand is I think I think it may have been sort of in that early 1900s period, like give or take a decade either side. There was a lot of like the train was used to take stock from like out in southern Gippsland, southeastern Gippsland, and sort of take them through to Dandenong markets or to like even into the city or whatever. From that was how it sort of connected. And there were certain things that came up through that research, but my thinking is like, as you're saying with the gold, is it's sort of like stock was worth the money. So do you know what I mean? And there's like a reading between the lines sort of thing.
You would not have, everything was about money back then. Everything was about gold.
Yes.
You had no gold, you had no money, you had no nothing. I kept getting the name Arthur as well. Arthur, there's some other man involved, whether that's the father of the child or there's, I don't know. Or I don't know if they're Arthur or Martha, whether they're good or bad or not, or they pretend to be on both sides. This is like just what I'm just getting. Or like it's like the person that actually maybe it's like Arthur or Martha, like pretending to be
Yeah.
on both sides, pretending to be a good person, but they're really not a good person. They've got,
Yes.
actually, that's what I'm getting. It's kind of like,
Yes.
after a month, I kind of like,
Yes.
I'll be whatever you want me to be to get what I
Yes.
need to get, but
100%.
it's gold.
The minute
Yeah.
you said Arthur and I went, hang on, we've said Martha. And that was the first like saying of, I don't know whether I'm Arthur or Martha today. And that was the first thing that popped into my head as you were explaining that. And I'm
that
like, holy
person can
fuck.
flip between
Yes.
two
Yes.
to be like, I will look like a really nice person with really good intentions, but
Mhm.
however,
I'm not.
I know exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah. It's calculated.
And back then, kids would have been used as 100%. Like,
Yeah.
it would not have been like today. Like, you know, but a kid could have gone missing back then.
Mm.
And it might not have been publicized because A, they might not have been worth money. They
Yep.
might not have been of a prominent family.
Mhm.
It might have happened all the time. They could have said, oh, they ran away. Like, I don't know how much of this would have been documented unless they found a body.
Correct.
If they never found a body,
And
I don't know back then how much it would have been documented.
Oh,
Like, it would have been like, oh, this person just went
missing.
That child just disappeared. They might have drowned in the lake. Who knows? Kind of things. But like,
yeah, that's what, and that was why
Arthur or Martha. It's like, it's playing both sides. It's
Yeah.
like, let's work this to get the best that we can for the ability. Fuck, I keep seeing a lot of rocks, but I keep seeing gold rocks. Like, there's a lot to do with a bank. Sorry, I need to stop. Yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
It keeps coming. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I think that's definitely something that it's been amongst other parts going on, that it's sort of like, yeah, no, there's something there, and I feel like they've come to me for a reason. And I think what's been, even though it's fucking heavy, man, I think it's been nice to be able to sit with someone else who can tune in, who's also validated what I was hearing, feeling, seeing, and being able to.
Maybe the gold means undiscovered.
Yes.
Maybe it doesn't actually mean undiscovered. Maybe like they're undiscovered yet.
Yeah.
Meaning gold meaning like you need to look for stuff.
You need to look
There's
deeper.
like,
you need to look
Yeah.
deeper. Yeah. And I it's funny you say that, because now I'm getting a vision of that bridge, and now I feel like I have to go back to that bridge. And
let's do it together.
Yeah. I feel like we need to sit. And you know,
I'm getting goosebumps like everywhere. Like, this
Yep.
does not happen. I'm not like someone that would just be like, oh, let's just make this shit up.
Yeah,
I'm like, literally,
no,
like, I've got goosebumps everywhere, and I can picture the girl. I can picture
the fact that
the
we've
bridge, and I can picture the
Yep.
rock bank, and I can picture the tracks underneath, and it's like a red, not even a red rock bank, but it's a rock bank, but it's like a
Yep.
thin trail of tracks
Yes.
through
Yep.
a singular track, and there's like a simple bridge, but it's sinister though. There's something hiding behind on the left.
Yeah, behind the bridge, because if you
On the left.
yeah,
Because if you were going to walk through the bridge, it'll be on the left.
Yeah, because I was like, and it was funny because it was when I walked under it, we were walking on the right hand side of the bridge, so I had to pan to my left to see the bridge.
Bullshit. Yeah, because I'm getting such a sense of left.
And
so you got your bridge.
Yep.
Something was hiding on
the left.
On the left.
So
if you're
on the
walking
far-
straight,
yeah.
it'd be on the left. Like
On the
something
left.
you'd be innocently walking with, like, and another
Yes.
child leading you into something, and something came from the left. That's
and you
what I feel.
oh fuck, bro. Do you know what else I just thought of? My eldest son was walking at the front. My husband was in the middle, and my youngest was behind. And then I was behind with my fucking camera taking photos, like
As
a
you do,
fucking
yeah.
weirdo. But
No, but that's what you do. You go there, you're like, oh yeah, cool, yeah.
Well, and that's the
Yeah.
thing. You kind of like, I know that there's something pulling me here, but I'm just trying to piece it together. So it's been like it's kind of cool to be able to, like, even though it can be a little bit distressing, to actually be able to have both of us picking up the same shit, like the visuals that you're going this, and this, and I'm just like, holy fuck, bro, like that is it. That is it that I've seen, felt, everything. It's crazy.
The weirdest thing that I keep getting is like, it's going to sound so strange, but like peanuts, like nuts, like that. But no, they were like kind of, here's some nuts to kind of entice to come kind of thing. Because back then,
The
what
breadcrumbs.
snacks would you have? Yeah. And I keep getting like peanuts, or maybe they've left. or breadcrumb or something. There's something that's like they've left a trail. There's something. It might not be actual peanuts, but it's kind of like I get there's something small that has led to that point. So whether it's breadcrumbs or peanuts or there's something that has
something of that time that children would have followed. Like it's gone,
oh my God, I want that so much.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's giving me Hansel and Gretel vibes without the witch actually being the witch.
Hence the witch.
Oh,
so it actually was not the fucking witch. It was just let's follow the fucking. Oh my God, I've got chills everywhere. Holy hell!
Like
my head is like on fire. It's like leading. Yeah, peanuts, breadcrumbs. There's something that were led somewhere to something that appeared good, but it was like the evil witch, but it was not a witch.
Yes,
it was not a witch.
Yeah, it's just
hence why witch keeps coming through. But that was what is kind of like the vibe of what was happening. One of the children or both kids have been led.
Yes.
By something to get to the evil witch, but it actually led them to nothing.
Yes.
But I think one child was related to, or they'd been coerced to get one of them to that point. I don't think they were both led there. But that the other poor child would have just been completely abused to do that. Like that's not. I'm feeling like it's the boy bringing the girl there. That's what I feel.
Yeah, and I feel he is like, I don't want to do this. I want to protect her because she's my sister or she's or whether it's even.
It's just a girl.
It's
like
a girl
that I know.
My friend.
James, Jimmy. Jane.
Do you know what's funny when you said Jimmy? That was the name I got.
Jimmy,
Jimmy.
And I can actually see him in my head. He's like quite short, cute, small little boy, the cute little hat on. He's got like darker hair, blue eyes.
It's that. I hate using this term, but dirty blonde.
Yeah,
it's not brown, but it's not blonde.
But dressed nicely, but not too like kind of dressed.
Braces. He's got the shirt on with the braces, and
the hat though. He has
Yes, and he had like 3/4 kind of pants on with like the sock things. You know how they had they'd have like their little shoes on, like their little brown shoes with like the long socks.
He knew her.
Yeah, he knew.
He knew her though. He knew her.
Yeah, that's why
it wasn't like just a freak meeting. It was he knew her, and she was.
I keep
probably
hearing
just out
playing
diddly daddling, just going, go out and do this kind of stuff, and then she got led.
Yeah.
Breadcrumbs.
I keep hearing she was my friend. She was my friend. She was my friend. I didn't want to do this. She was my friend.
And breadcrumbs, like they were both led and misled.
Yes.
And I don't think that boy knew what.
He was told
what the hell what he was getting himself into.
He was told to do something thinking it was. He knew that something wasn't right, but he didn't know the extent. And he's like, she's my friend. And it's like, they were
neighbors that they lived close together.
She was my friend.
9, 10, 11.
I put her at about age
enough
12.
to play skip. Like they would play skip, or like they'd play stuff together. Or they would just muck around they'd do stuff together innocently. So
as neighbours, they kept each other company.
This guy might have been an uncle of
him.
He might have been the dad, but there was a relation there where he felt there was pressure to do what he asked him to do, but he didn't realise what the actual outcome would be.
Yeah, 100%. And I just got something before, which was where you were saying the hammer and the rope. I think that will be something that we will
like a Titan.
Yes.
Yeah.
And okay, I'm getting something that I think we won't go into at this point. I think we'll just kind of leave it as it is because I'm getting quite.
No, it's like me too. I feel actually really quite sick.
Yeah.
I keep thinking of like John Benet Ramsey kind of thing. That's what I'm. Can't. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Let's move on from that. I'm just.
Let's
okay.
move on. This is like another day. I know. I feel really like, oh my God, I need to like, where's my smudge spray?
Yeah, I need my little.
All right, I love you guys, but like, please give us a hot min.
Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, spirit guides. Thank you, loved ones. Thank you, all positive energy that's surrounding me and Sam today. Can you please ask the little boy and the little girl to now step
Just
away?
pause.
Just pause and
Just
to
pause.
step away. Thank you.
Just pause, and we will come back to you at a certain point because it's really overwhelming. We're not trying to like discount what you're feeling, but like just pause for a hot min.
And we want to know your story, but we need to have a break. Yeah. Holy shit, bro.
What the fuck?
I'm actually
That's
like,
crazy.
holy hell. Could you, like, you, me, and Monique at Beechworth?
It'll be really good though, as long as we're really protected.
Yes.
We have to be really protected and grounded. If we start getting overwhelmed, because like I'm even like feeling things like, okay, no.
Touching. Yeah.
No. No more. We will come back to you. We're not leaving you. But at the moment, I'm calling a no. Oh, hang on. Where's my bell?
Yes.
That's why it was, my bell was jingling at me earlier.
Oh, wow. Oh, you muted yourself, Lubby.
I didn't even mean to mute myself. That's so weird. I'm so, hang on, I'll do this too.
Yes.
This is like my antique bell, but earlier on I was sitting here and I could hear this faint bell
Like,
and I'm
ting,
like...
ting, ting, ting. Yeah.
And I reckon that was giving me like a warning, like if something gets too much, just like...
Ding the bell. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I know that sounds weird. I won't put all of this in the fucking podcast. But like, oh my God.
Oh, honestly.
That's fucking wild. I cannot.
Yeah.
And no, stop. No more connection. No. Cut it, please. Please cut. No more. We will delve in. We're not silencing you at all, but it's just at the moment, it's too much. We can't do anything to help you when we're here. Oh, they're together. The two little kids are together.
I just heard him say, okay.
They're together.
In a respectful way. Yeah.
I think the two kids are still together. So whether they both met the same, oh my God, I cannot. Okay. I'm so sorry, honeys. But yeah, no, we just, you guys have been okay there for so long. We've acknowledged now, but we need to be prepared to be able to deal with that kind of stuff. But I think they're together. Yeah.
And I think.
Yeah. And they're trying to fight back with that. But at the same time, we can't be too foolish.
Yes.
Because it could be something else negative. Yes. That could be pretending.
And that's.
So, yeah.
And that's why I've been like, I'll do small doses of going there because it's like that sense of like that first night I just went, why the hell?
So Clyde?
Yeah.
Clyde, railway. So I live in Ballarat. How far is that from me?
Probably about 3 to 4 hours.
Fuck. Okay, so it's like Beechworth.
Yeah. Yeah, because Beechworth is about that 3 to 4 hour mark from me too.
Yeah, Beechworth for me is about 4 hours. And I'm just like, that's about as much as I want to fucking travel.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, that's a lot.
That's such a cunt. Like,
yeah. It's such a big drive.
Hang on, let me do it. I'll do it via maps. Okay, so Clyde.
The other thing is like,
I'm going to be Clyde North or Clyde?
It's Clyde.
Vic. 143 kilometers. Oh, it's an hour and 53 minutes.
Oh, fuck, is it? Shit.
Clyde's a suburb of Melbourne, Victoria, 48 kilometres southeast of Melbourne Central District. Casey.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
it's kind of near Cranbourne.
Oh, yeah, like Cranbourne's basically my neighbour.
Maybe we're not as far as what we think we are from it.
No. I thought, but then, like, I don't know. I think
my neck is actually, my fucking neck's hurting again. I'm just going to go grab my selenite for a minute because I reckon there's
something.
Yeah. I don't mean to be, I don't mean to be weird, but like, just give me two seconds.
You are totally cool. I've got my crystals nearby, so I feel like I'm kind of all right.
Oh, there it is. Oh, I've got selenite as well. I'm such a dill. But I was like, literally just kind of like, oh, like I literally just need to be like, especially around my neck and shoulder area when I get. How crazy is that though?
Yeah.
That we both got the same fucking shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sitting there, the minute he started talking about it, I was like scribbling down things. And I'm just like, do I say it or do I not? Or do I sound like a fucking nutcase?
Nah.
It's like, whoop, like literally that, all that down there was exactly what I'd, even though it's reversed. But
Yeah.
That was what I was writing as you were talking. And the Blair Witch, even though you said Blair Witch stuff, it's kind of like.
It's the same. It's the same.
It's like being made to believe that there's something evil, but it's actually a person.
Yes.
It's been made to believe that it's like, oh, there's a legend, but really it's actually a fucking nasty piece of shit.
Yes.
That's made kids to believe that they need to be terrified, and they probably should have been, but like.
Yeah, but for the wrong they're terrified of the wrong thing.
Oh, fuck. I keep getting. All right, stop.
I know, I've just got like a bunch in my hand and I'm just like rubbing
It's
together.
so weird. Like,
Isn't
actually, like I can get it sometimes, but like.
And weirdly enough, maybe that's why that was one of the stories that came up, because maybe having the two of us that are able to get these different things.
I actually wrote down lost.
Yeah.
As well. I wrote down lost. They're still lost. So whether I don't think they're being found, or their souls are still lost. Oh, my heart. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I need to not delve in too much just in case it's something nasty, but I don't feel that it is. I think it's something that's I
think it's like you were saying before with like the goal, where you've got to dig a bit deeper just to get that next piece of information without it being like fucking batshit crazy. Do you know what I mean? Like, and like, it's funny because like you're saying like lost, and then, you know, they haven't been physically found or they're not able to move forward. It was just certain things that my son had said, obviously, in another thing, which to keep us off getting into that, I won't talk about now, but there's different things that,
because we'll both just delve in too much. It'll be too like, we'll just hang on. I need to fucking spray my fucking
spray away. Yeah. That's why I was just
I don't ever usually do this either, but like I'm kind of like, hold on, this is like way too heavy. I need to prepare for this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think I think that was just, it's like, yes, I've got two people that are going to hear me and go there. Well, to a degree.
Two demanding children that want lollies, basically. Yeah. Like if you're going to put it into some simplistic thing, they're like two kids like, they're listening. Come on, please, kind of thing. Like, you know how your kids just nag you for shit. You're like, oh my fucking God.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like, hang on, you've waited this long.
You can wait a bit longer. Yeah.
You can wait a bit longer. We know you're there, but don't overwhelm and then drain stuff.
Yeah.
Because otherwise we can't help. Like we cannot. Oh, are you getting tight in your shoulders as well?
Yep. My left shoulder.
Huh?
That's why I've got my crystals in my left hand.
My left shoulder has been fucking up for 3 days.
Yeah.
I have not been able to move it. I'm not even joking. That is crazy. My left shoulder has been insane, like to the point where I've been in pain. Like I felt like someone's just grabbed it for the last 3 or 4 days. Like I've been in pain.
Dude, and it's because like I sort of like, I mean, I get sore anyway, you know, like you're just
me too.
Crazy,
but
right?
Not like this.
But there was like just this moment where I just felt like this intense thing here. Yes.
Like as if your muscle on your shoulder is just grabbed that hard where you can't move your fucking neck.
This top bit.
Yes.
Fuck, man.
I've literally been feeling that for the last 2. You can ask anyone at work.
Yeah.
I literally was like, you need to, and even like, you know, like my new guy that I've been seeing, I was like, my back is like, this neck is killing me. And he's like, you look like you're in pain. I'm like, oh, I can't move my neck.
Okay, you need to step away. You need to step away. This is my
strangulation.
Oh my God. My eyes are watering now. Oh my God. Holy
okay, Hammer.
shit.
Okay, stop it. Stop. Okay, we're seeing too much right now. We're feeling it a lot. My neck is really hurting. You need to stop. We get it. We want to help you, but you need to back the fuck off.
You need to move away. Now, I am happy to help you with your story, but not now. You need to move away. Thank you.
We feel it and it hurts, and that's enough. But we cannot help you if we're in pain.
Exactly. Yeah. It was from the left and then it went from the
Yes.
right.
It's like around here.
Yeah.
From like, so your left, right around there and all around your, like your shoulder blade. Like you want to just remove that bit of muscle from your neck.
Yeah.
Right down there and just remove it off there.
Do you know what's weird?
It is so fucking painful.
It's like the claw went in this side and then I've been yanked from this side. Yeah.
Yeah. And you kind of.
Something's grabbed me here.
From here right all through and my fucking shoulder, you could remove this whole shoulder blade, including my neck.
Yeah.
And that would be fine. But this side's fine. But like this side, I'm like, my whole left is just fucked. Yeah. And I've been like that for 3 days.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like that was like, I felt like I'd been pinched on the left and like somebody's yanked me from the right, like to try and help me.
So painful. And is it tight?
Yes, it's tight.
Like
but
completely tight to the point where you're like, I feel like I pinched a nerve. My muscles are so tight. I feel like it's just like.
I've got the tightness, but it feels more, it doesn't, I don't feel that pinching of the nerve, but it's fucking tight. But it's like almost feels like my right shoulder's been yanked out of its socket, like as if something's grabbed me.
Just wait and see how you feel tomorrow with the pain in your fucking neck.
Yeah,
because if you can't even move your neck like, you know, properly tomorrow, I'm telling you right now, it's exactly the same thing because all the way, so here's my left ear. Yeah. From here all the way down through my shoulder blade, all my has been fucked for 3 days. I haven't been able to move my neck. And I'm like, where has this come from? Like, I don't do anything. Like, I just literally go to work and sleep. Like,
and then you think, I haven't slept.
Like, I ain't going to the gym. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't fucking go in the gym.
Fuck
when I sleep on a pillow, it's just like, I break my back. It's just like, no, it doesn't happen to.
It's just, oh,
fuck. Okay, all right.
Yeah, all right. You can move away now. We will come back to this at another point in time, but now is not the time.
No. You and I need to be together for this, I think, to be able to, and also to be able to, we hear you, we feel you, but you also need to respect our boundaries and not interrupt what we're doing with our lives because otherwise we cannot help you if we're drained. Okay? So if you give us the respect, we'll give you the respect. Oh, fuck.
That's not them.
I don't know.
That's not
them. I don't think it's them.
It's not them.
No.
It's someone else because I heard him.
That's what I think.
I heard the little one say,
Greg,
okay.
It's him.
Yeah.
I reckon it's the man that's like fucking digging something into the back of my fucking shoulder.
Because that was what I had.
I just heard a fucking EVP.
Was that dragging? Was that fucking dragging?
I fucking heard something. I heard there was another voice. It was not you.
No, I heard dragging. Like, you know that like dragging across the floor?
All right. Let's not give it any more attention.
Yeah.
You're a fuckwit. Go fuck yourself. If you've hurt a child, you can piss off. And we're only here to speak with the children. You are not welcome in any of our auras or any of our areas. Go back to where you came from. Anyone that would hurt a child or anyone that's trying to do this because anyone's digging into my back right now, it's like someone's going with their fist and fucking hit me in the back. I'm like, stick it up your own fucking ass. You can't do this to me. Piss off.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not them.
It's not them, but I heard him. I heard. I'm
hearing a dinging.
I heard him.
Are we both tripping?
If we're both fucking tripping, I don't know what we're tripping on. Like,
I know, I wish we were. Why are we tripping? I heard a ding, ding, ding in this left ear, and I've got my headphones in, and I don't know what the hell that means. Hang on, I think
I heard him growl and like do like that, you know, that guttural growl laugh, like a fuck you.
Yeah, well, fucker.
Yeah, it's like
I keep hearing dinging.
Yeah. What did you hear?
I literally sound insane. In my headphones, I can hear like a ding, ding.
See, I can't hear.
Very faint. Yeah. I know. And I'm going to sound insane. Well, you're not welcome in this fucking goddamn motherfucking house, bitch. Anything that's not welcome, you go. You leave.
Oh, I just heard him growl again.
I don't give a shit. He can growl all he fucking wants.
What the
hell? What? We're just talking. Calm your fucking tits, bros.
I heard him like grunt and growl and turn his back as if he was going to leave. But that was like that. You know how when kids are naughty and they fucking go, "Nah," to have the last word? I feel like that's what that was. Did you hear
Fuck
that?
off.
Back.
I'm stage evident. You are not welcome. Everyone, oh my guides, please kick that. Everyone that, well, any spirits that are not welcome, that are not meant to be here, can fuck the right off.
Oh,
I keep hearing dinging.
I actually heard a ding just then, but I also
keep hearing dinging.
I heard one of my main spirit guides. She's a First Nations elder, and I can hear her. I don't know if chanting
Does
is
that
the right
with
word.
T?
Sorry,
Does her name start with T?
I don't have a name for her, but I have the country from which she's from, which I can't pronounce, but it starts with the letter K, and it's in the Cairns area.
Karunga.
Hang on. I've actually got a map because this is another story that I'll have to touch on at another point in time. But
okay, this episode is wild as fuck.
yeah,
we will need to review this before we let it out. You're insane.
100%. I think anybody that's listening to this, I hope that we haven't traumatized you in our entire fucking process.
I don't think they're going to be traumatized. I think they're going to be like, these two bitches are fucking what they call it? You know that joke? What they call oh fuck. You know, two people have the same psychosis. Folie
yeah, that's it. What was it?
No, we really don't have folie à deux. We're literally just experiencing this for the first time. This is literally one of the first times I've ever spoken together via.
Yes.
It's like Katanga,
Kuka Yalanji is her country. Which
is she bigger,
yes.
quite a larger lady with curlier, shorter hair? Yeah,
yes.
I can picture her. Yeah.
And she's got it's still kind of
and
dark.
quite intense. Yeah. But
yeah.
A little bit of grey through.
Yeah, just tiny little streaks. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Yep. She's my spirit. She's my main one. She's especially when
Oh no! She's good.
She
no,
is.
I get the vibe where she's like, did you? I'm just like, oh hello, how are you?
Yeah,
larger lady, but strong as life.
Oh, she's
curly, dark, shorter hair, about ready here, but streaks. But she is fierce as fuck.
She is, and I learnt she was my main spirit guide because when I was
Can
doing
she protect me too, please?
She's got your back. I can feel her saying, you protected girl, you protected girl. She was, when I read tarot, she's the one that when I say, if I ask a question, I hear her say yes or no or structure a sentence. I know it's her I know that there's a huge team around me and I can feel my uncles just come through now.
Yeah.
My uncle's just come through. He's coming. This uncle that's passed away, he's Terry. But yeah, I can feel Terry's here. So, this wasn't just an interview. It was an initiation. Sam and I sat down to talk, but Spirit had other plans. In the space between questions and answers, something ancient stirred. We didn't just sync, we activated. The veil didn't just lift, it reached us. And in that moment, a path was revealed. One where we walk together, not just as storytellers, but as vessels. Vessels for the forgotten, the silenced, the unseen. This is far more than just a collaboration. It's a calling. So, thanks again for listening to part 1. But in part 2, we follow that thread just a little bit deeper, into the liminal, where the stories continue waiting in the shadows, they also begin to speak. So join us for part 2. Thanks again for listening.